Yo, how's it going? So real quick, I have a small story to share. Some nonsense that happened in the subway. Something that there's usually I'm experiencing it by watching it, but this time I was actually in it, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could have handled it a little bit better, but at the same time, I feel like my body was not going to let me handle it any better than I already did. Honestly, it was pretty ridiculous, and yeah. Before I get into that though, enjoy this clip. Are you fucking serious? Hope you enjoyed that, honestly. I'm running for an actual drought of good clips that don't suck. They're all just glitches and things, which I post on TikTok, because it's just, there's no point in it being here. We want some action. We want some cool stuff. Isn't that right, Lucky? My cat did not meow, but you know what? She agrees completely. She's giving the stare of, I need to let her upstairs. But also, yeah. So let me get into it. So let me set the scene for you. I'm coming back from school, because I have school on Mondays, and I get out fairly late. I get out around 6:30, which is fairly late by the standards of me needing to wake up early in the morning the next day. So take that as you will. Doesn't really matter. And I'm on there. I got my skateboard. I got my bag, and I'm standing up because I am tired. I've been up since 3 in the morning and did not get much sleep. I'm working pretty much the entire time. I'm just on my feet. I'm on the move. I even have some energy drink in me, whatever. And I get on the bus. Train. I get on the train. A few stops later, this guy gets on. And I have my skateboard on my boot because, where else do I put it? It's not like I can put it anywhere. I can't just ask someone to hold it. And then this guy, he just straight up asks me, he's like, hey, why do you have your board over there? I was like, what? Like, because he asked me to take my headphones off, because I always have headphones on. You can't catch me without headphones on. I will always be listening to music as much as I possibly can. But yeah, he's asking me, he's a fairly short guy. He has this big ass like laundry cart full of fucking some shit. I'm assuming he's a homeless guy. I don't really know, nor do I care. But he gets on the thing, and he asked me, why do I have my skateboard there? I was like, what do you mean? What does that mean? He's like, yeah, listen, you should put it, if you don't want to get hurt, you should put it on top of this. I was like, fucking excuse me? And he was like, yeah, you're being inconsiderate because you have your board just there, pointed outward. And I was like, what? In my head, I'm just thinking to myself, who is this guy? Who are you talking to? Why are you talking to me? What do you want? So he goes on, and he's saying some other thing, and he basically pointed at me to put it on his cart again. And I was just like, listen, dude, I don't know what you're saying. And I thought it would end there. I really did. I put my headphones back on confidently. It was gonna end there. It was over, right? Ho 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 ho! I was so wrong. So, yes, Lucky, I understand. I was horrendously incorrect. I don't even know. I should have just maybe been threatened or something and then given him my skateboard. I don't know why the fuck he would want mine. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh skateboard with a Slayer cover. I'm not getting rid of that. You'll actually have to kill me to get rid of that. Fuck that. But, yeah, so, then he comes talking to me again, and he's like, you're being really rude and inconsiderate. I was like, what are you on about? And he started saying, he's like, yeah, you didn't let that lady out. I was like, lady? What lady? She has to get out at the stop and you're just blocking her in. What? Because this was I assumed that he was referring to the stop before he started talking to me again, where there was this lady. She was in the kind of the side, the front of the train cars where you transition. There's a little door, and I was in the way. But like any New York subway, you simply just tap someone's shoulder and they look at you and you like, oh shit, let me get out of your way. and you're fine. Just like any normal human being, correct? I hope so. So, this guy, he's like, yo, you're not supposed to do that. You're just standing in front of the door being inconsiderate. And I'm like, what? Have you never been on a fucking train before, dude? And he's like, nah, no, you clearly never taken the subway before. It's like, what? And now at this point, I'm too tired to register that he's an idiot. And, like, I just, I'm still going. But it's basically akin to feeding the trolls in real life. Except you're feeding the psychopaths. Which is arguably significantly worse. Anyway, so he asked me again. He's like, yeah, dude, I'll tell you put your board in the way. What's your problem? And I was like, what? Dude, I don't know what you're saying to me anymore, man. And he's like, why do you put your board in your foot? Like, why do you put it there? And I just look at him like, because I can. I don't know what you want from me, man. And then, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, but you're being inconsiderate, rude, you're blocking people. Like, you're directly in the way of the door. And I was like, bro, I've been on a subway a million times. They'll just ask me to move. Are you kidding me right now? And I'm getting a little agitated. I'm getting fucking extremely agitated. Because I'm up since 3 a.m., dude. I don't want to hear any of this nonsense. I don't give a shit. Like, if you want to go have a problem with some problem that I don't care about, go do it. I have no interest. It's not for me to care. So, then, this guy, he's talking still. I didn't know what he was saying. And then I was like, listen, dude, I don't know what you're trying to tell me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't know what I did here, but I've been up since 3 a.m. I'm just tired. He's like, tired? You're tired? Be thankful you have a job. You get paid. You get paid at the end of the week. You get a check. I didn't even respond to him. And he's just like, well, if you don't like your job so much, go piss on the boss's desk and say that you quit. I was like, what? Like, fucking, why, what? And he's like, some people out here working 2 jobs. And at this point, I realized, wow, oh shit, I actually started talking to an actual, like, homeless psycho guy. Or just a mentally ill guy. And I was like, oh crap. So, then he started talking to me about, he was like, something about women or something like that. Oh, right. He said exactly, and I quote, I like a good woman with a good, and a good, I'm not going to say it out loud. I don't know if I I eventually get monetized, I'll get demonetized, or shit gets taken down eventually. But regardless, I'm covering my bases now. I'm understanding, logic, thinking, brain. Anyway, I didn't have a brain earlier, but I have a brain now. So, anyways, he's like, yeah, I like women with this and this. And I was just like, okay, I do too. What the fuck what's your point, dude? And then he just keeps going, some people, they work 3 jobs out here. I'm one of those people. You say you tired, up since 3 a.m., you out here complaining about having a job? I was like, what the fuck? And, like, that's when I just waved him. I was like, all right, dude, I've had enough of you. I don't care. Like, just argue to yourself, buddy. And he was like, 3 people out here really complaining they get a paycheck, really complaining they get a job. You should be thankful. And, I mean, yeah, you're right. I should be. Except it had not a fucking thing to do with what you started talking about. Which, I don't even know why I'm getting mad at this. Because it's like, once you realize, oh, yeah, he's kind of clinically insane, like, you shouldn't be mad at anything he's saying, but I was. I just got pissed at what he's saying. It's like, yeah, of course I'm thankful to have a job. Of course I'm thankful to get paid. But I get tired. Human beings, sometimes, a lot of the times, when they don't snort crack cocaine, get pretty tired, That's just how it happens. I mean, I can't really stop biology. I'll try. I'll do my absolute best, but not gonna lie, I don't think it's a winning battle there, buddy. So, now I'm standing there because I remember he did threaten me before. He was like, if you don't want to get hurt. And when he got on, he was like, if you don't want to get hurt, then put the board here on top of his belongings. And it's like, all right, he's freaking out because he tried to threaten me. But what a lot of people don't know is you can threaten me all you want. I don't care. Shoot me. I actually quadruple dog dare you to shoot me. We'll see if I care. I don't. But I did have to watch it because, unfortunately, I did not want to walk home with multiple stab wounds just in case of anything. Because then I'd have to explain that to my dad or my mom, and they'd be like freaking out, and I'd just be like, it's just a stab. It's okay. Come on, it's all right. Don't worry about it. And obviously, they're gonna worry about it. So I'd prefer not to, freak them out like that. Also, I'd prefer not to miss work by being stabbed a bunch of times. That would That would suck. That would really suck. But yeah, so, you know, I kept watching him the entire time. I kept having one earphone off, you know, just in case of anything. Like, in case he, like, says something and gets ready. Because I got my board ready. I got my fists ready. Like, you know, if I got to brawl, I got to brawl. Because I don't want to just, you know, I'm not going to roll over and just get stabbed by some guy who arguably is clearly... Well, he can't. He definitely won't. He's shorter than me, so I got the advantage. You know, we got to take every advantage we can. I have reach on him. You know, in case he does. You know, I could grab his arm. Hopefully, you know, because he doesn't seem like a guy who really pulls the knife out. He seems like a psychopath. You know, he probably tried to keep it in, so we got to grab that hand. You know, you got to smack him right in the fucking throat. You know, right with the arm. You know, just listen. I had a battle plan. You got to have a battle plan. You never know what's gonna happen, but. All that really happened was he just kept talking shit. He kept talking about women for some reason, like very specific kinds of women that do very specific things. It wasn't even in that kind of nature. It was just like they cook, and then the moment that they're done cooking, they turn around and they get money by doing something, and they have their own job. They're independent, and they won't leave you. They won't leave you for another man and be independent with that man, even though dude, he was going on about something. I don't even know, man. I tried to tune him out. I kept my eyes on him. In the corner of my eyes, you know, I kept it on him because he was moving his hands around a lot, and I got a little worried about that because I don't know what he's got. You know, you never know what he's got. And in the city, listen, boys, you got to be careful out there. You never know, you know? Like, and you could say, yeah, you never know till you know, but that could be a point where it's too late, you know? Like, you can't assume everything, but you can always be cautious in case of anything, which is, in my opinion, a huge thing you have to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like being prepared for generally any situation, like, you know, be prepared, but I'm not saying bring like a riot shield to the train. No, it's a little too much. Hilarious, but too much. It's like that guy who brought a katana onto the subway, and he thought he would just walk away. Like, listen, we're in New York. Unfortunately, we can't carry giant ass longswords. It sucks. I would love to, but we can't. It's not possible. So, he's done. Right, and he's finally getting off at a stop. Keep in mind, this is like all in the span of like 4 or 5 stops. Like, we were on an express train, so it didn't stop at a lot of places, which means that we were on a little bit longer. For those who don't know, but yeah, we were on a bit longer. And what happened next baffled me entirely. So he got off the train, and he just looked at me and he said, "You know, I like pretty girls. I like pretty girls that are independent, they make their own money, and they're beautiful. I love those." And I just sat there and looked at him and was like, "Me too, buddy. Me too." Because what the fuck? What? Like, he was talking about that the whole time, but he stared dead in my face when he said it this time. Straight at me. Just like, "Yeah, I like pretty, independent girls that make their own money." Oh, no, he said something about, yeah, I like, he said another thing. He was like, "Yeah, I like, what was single moms, or was just moms?" No, he talked about his own mom when he was walking away. He was like, "Yeah, that's why I respect my moms, because she's single, she's independent, and she makes all the money. I make her money. She makes my money. I make money." And I was just like, you got it, buddy. I didn't say anything past the first point, because he was obviously walking away. I legitimately didn't want to keep triggering this, because if I kept triggering a random event, oh Lord, I would have fallen straight into the depths of madness. It would have just happened. But yeah, so it was insane. Like, after that, you know, some guy came, so like these 2 dudes started laughing like, "Yo, he just tried to cut your ass for no reason." And I'm just like, I don't even know what I did. Like, what did I do? Like, but yeah. Then afterwards, there was this one guy, some postal guy. He was just like, "Yeah, listen, brother, you didn't do anything wrong. Just take it, laugh, and move on." And I was like, you know, honestly, it's people like you that make me think that there's still sane people out there. Like, it's a little ridiculous. It is. You know, I don't really get it. I never will. Like, sure, it is what it is. But, like, I told the guy, I was like, "Listen, I just hope whatever that dude's going through, I hope he gets through it. I hope, he gets help or something. Because, you can't do anything in that situation where it's like, like that. If they start fighting, you fight back. I will not. I am a huge advocate for that. Like, self-defense, yeah, like, it's you or him. It's kill or be killed. I'm not saying well, to be fair, he did threaten me, but I don't know what the hell he would have done, but, it's kill or be killed out there, which sucks. It's like, you get hurt or they get hurt, and honestly, there's a lot of times you gotta be selfish. There's ways to be selfless in those situations, yeah, absolutely, but that's not for me. I can't do it. In that specific situation, not for me. No, can't do that. It's fighting on site. Luckily, it never came to that. I don't. This story would be vastly different if it did, but it is what it is, and I just, I'm just, truly, I'm just amazed. I mean, I get it. It's the city. It is what it is, but it's insane. Like, you just can't write this stuff. Like, well, I mean, you can probably, but like, there's no point in that. Because just experience it. It's significantly more hilarious. Like, looking back on it, it only happened a few hours ago. Honestly, the story could have been vastly different if anything else happened, but it didn't, and that's pretty cool. But no, I appreciate it. Thank you for listening to my Subway story, and honestly, I hope there's many more to come. Like, because I'll be traveling to the city a lot, and trust me, there's a lot of people out there. A lot of people. They're all interesting in their own ways. Everybody's interesting, and honestly, not gonna lie, yeah, it's funny. It is funny. Like, a lot of this stuff, you really gotta take in laughter, because a lot of people, it sucks. You can't really help them, but at the same time, since you can't, may as well laugh. They're laughing. They don't even know what the fuck's going on, probably. But yeah, so I appreciate the listening, and yeah, hopefully I can make more of these, and I'll catch you. Peace.
Mistakes are not allowed. I will suffer the consequences. This man is trying to sell me something. Are you fucking kidding me? You probably. He's trying to sell me fucking boner pills. Straight from in the street. Did it work? Were they a good salesman? No, were they a good salesman? Did they almost convince you? Damn it. Oh my god, I got plus 5 seconds for pity bonus. Let's go. Oh my god, no. There's a truck. Somehow back up to 13 seconds. Some fucking how. It does. I'm pretty sure a car explodes if you don't fucking succeed. How do you do a sharp turn? How do you do brakes? That's hilarious. Oh my god, that was too sharp, too sharp! No! No! Oh, I got 3 seconds for some reason. Oh shit, we both get seconds for that? That's crazy. This one is. Let's go, let's go. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a mod here. My power is immense and disgusting.